Hi everyone, it's Andy from Iceland Moshpit here with the guys from BuckandEvans. Welcome.
Oh yeah, hello.
So as we said off camera, just arrived.
Yeah, about 20 minutes ago.
Frantic journey here.
It's not too bad actually. We had lots of weather variations, including snow, sleet, hail, and everything.
Well, funny you say that. We came from Manchester this morning and it was beautiful sunshine. By the time we got closer, the temperature dropped.
Yes.
Started to rain. I'm thinking, this doesn't look like rain.
That's Wales for you.
Yeah. At least I suppose because we've been stuck in here doing the interview. I say stuck in here and it's a positive way.
Positive sense. Yeah.
In a positive. We went outside, taking our daughter to the park, thinking we'll get you for 10 minutes. Walked outside. I thought icicles are forming. This isn't bloody good. So, is this your first experience of the HRH?
Yeah, it is actually. Collectively, anyway. I was up here December of 2012, jamming with another band. But yeah, collectively as BuckandEvans, this is the first kind of experience we've had of it. And, so yeah, it looks really
excited.
Great thing we're doing.
Have you seen the stage? Have you seen?
No, we haven't actually. Yeah.
You've literally done nothing.
We haven't even been to the sky.
Haven't you? Oh right.
Priorities.
Yeah, priorities. Well, it's nice to have your priorities. That's quite good. Yeah. Even though I wasn't necessarily prepared, it doesn't matter on that one. So, with the collective at the moment, is there any track that people could try and get hold of that would epitomise what BuckandEvans is about?
Yeah, definitely. We released a video going back about 3 months, I guess, for a track called Going Home,
right?
Which is the lead track off our debut EP, and that's obviously available on YouTube. It's Going Home by BuckandEvans if you want to check it out. And yeah, I guess that kind of a bit epitomises our sound to a certain extent. You know, it's obviously it's a debut EP, so I guess we're going to inevitably evolve as a band from here on in. But yeah, that's pretty indicative of us at the time being. So.
Wonderful. Now, I've caught a lot of bands out on this one. I don't know if it was early in the afternoon when I started asking and hangovers were kicking in. In 3 words, how would you express the BuckandEvans live sound?
Ooh.
You know, after a long journey to get here, the sleet, the snow, just to test you.
Okay, I guess 3 words.
3 words, I guess. In terms of genre, probably blues, rock, soul. I guess probably kind of gets you in the ballpark, but. Yeah,
your mind went blank, didn't it?
Do you know what? I'm thinking spa. And it's really bad. So yeah, no. Yeah. That's the perfect 3. That would sum us up absolutely perfectly.
Yeah. Because obviously it's a festival, and it's your first time here. Is there anything different from a normal gig that you want to try out because it's a festival environment?
Well, we're certainly trying out some new material tonight anyway.
Right.
And that should be a good tester, I guess, for that stuff. But it's also, I guess, about the venues we've played so far. They've been quite small, intimate venues.
Yes.
And I think we're probably going to try and rock it up a little bit towards the end of the set as well.
Right.
So
kind of build it to a crescendo.
And it's going to, I think, probably show the wide range of music that we're writing, so I think we're looking forward to that.
It changes the dynamic vastly. I mean, it's a vast difference on playing like the Troubadour was the kind of last place we played in London, and it was Court, and it's a tiny venue. It's a fantastic venue, but very small, and you're nose to nose with the audience, and it's very kind of intimate and very close and personal. Whereas this, I guess, despite not having seen the venue that we're actually playing in yet, I can assume that it's a little bit more kind of traditional kind of stage layout. So you've got to kind of be kind of sympathetic to that and kind of adjust your set accordingly. So yeah, I think trying out some new rockier material will probably hopefully be just the ticket. So.
Wonderful. So obviously, keep saying you've been writing constantly, trying to get new material. Are you getting to the point where an album is on the horizon?
Sorry, John. Do you want to answer?
Yeah, I think hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end
of the year, I guess.
We should have enough material to actually go in to the full album.
I mean, we're not in any rush. We're such a new band. I mean, we've been together for the best part of just under a year, I guess. So in terms of the grand scheme of things, we're a very new outfit, and the last thing you want to do is rush it and kind of jump in when you're not ready and have kind of come out with something that's not going to be fully representative of you, because at the end of the day, whatever you put out is going to be there forever, and
you've got to find your feet. I mean, we've only been doing this a year at ourselves, so it's kind of like we did Hammerfest and we did the Hammerfest this year, we did it last year, and it's kind of like we can see how we've progressed and changed. but I still hold true to the way I want to do things, and so I want to get to know the bands themselves.
Yeah.
Then the music comes after, because once you get to know the bands,
I think you get to know a little bit more about the music then.
you can try and understand what's going on, the influences, the way you guys want to move forward as a band.
Yeah.
Because so many times that you see interviews go on, and it's all about that one album or that one song, and they don't kind of try and get to the heart of what makes the band tick. Because when you talk to a band, everyone has their own influences, don't they?
Oh,
You've got your own
yeah.
influences, you bring them together to get the way you want to move forward.
Yeah.
I mean, because you've only been together a year as a band, are you finding positives and negatives of every member?
I don't think we're there yet. I can't think of any negatives apart from Chris and Bob talking about watches all the time. But,
Yeah, that can be a negative.
no, I can't.
No.
No, I think all of us have kind of been friends prior to kind of the band forming. So I think it's an incredible cliche, but it is a little bit like a marriage. And I think it's best to kind of be friends with someone first, and then kind of jump into a creative kind of partnership, because you know each other inside out. And yes, I hope we're not going to get to the point where we find each other's negatives.
No, it's not. I think
Not
it's
that I have any.
when you talk to like bands like Hawk Lords, because they've been going for such a long time. They know each other inside and out. And when you go on tour and you get to know each other, you get to know each other's little ticks and little things. It's at that point when you realise as a band whether everyone fits in and everyone works.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those, isn't it? It's my wife has her little irritating habits. I have my irritating habits, but we know them.
But doesn't everyone?
Yeah, but I think it's until you get to that point. So how many bands do you see where they advertise for a new guitarist or a new bassist, and they get them all of a sudden? They've only known them for like 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, I think one of the great things for me is every time we get together, rehearse, practice, play, we always laugh at some point. Ridiculously.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to have the humility in there, because if you don't, you just can't be stone faced. You kind of go, this is it, because you are going to make mistakes. You're going to, and that's the only way you learn as a band, as a collective.
Definitely.
Surely.
I was listening to an interview this morning on Radio 2 with Sheryl Crow, and she was kind of saying, I think someone asked the question, what she looked for in potential band members, and she pretty much just summed up what you said, really. Just you've got to get on with people first and foremost, because especially when you're stuck on a tour bus, you're going to be spending an inordinate amount of time with people that you wouldn't necessarily be spending time with outside of the band. So you've got to get on, you've got to kind of have things in common, and it's got to be good fun first and foremost, because I think if you're looking at it from a kind of purely practical point of view, it sucks all the fun out of it and makes it a chore, which is the last thing on earth music should be. So.
No, exactly. What after tonight's performance, when you've taken stock of actually playing this festival, what's next on the horizon?
We said this yesterday, actually. We need the live music experiences. We need to do a lot more gigs, and we're looking forward to doing that. We're looking forward to filling the diary a bit more over the coming months. But at the same time, I guess the priority is writing the album. So if we can get a good balance of those two things going on, that's what we're aiming for at the moment.
No, it's a juggling act for the time being, because obviously you want to be kind of building a reputation for yourselves as a live band, and at the end of the day we're very much a live band. It's music that thrives in front of an audience, so you want to be building your reputation as that, but then kind of to counter that, you've got to be intent on kind of writing an album, and you've got to balance the two quite finely. But in terms of the next couple of days, we've got a feature in Blues Matters magazine coming out on the 25th. On the 26th, I've actually had a preview of it this morning. Classic Rock magazine have run a little feature on us in their kind of like high hopes kind of section. Kind of listed a couple of bands to kind of hopefully keep an eye peeled for. But so it's a busy week without actually us having to do anything.
Yeah.
Apart from sit back and kind of read a couple of articles. But
There's new festivals, lots as well in July.
Yeah, definitely. We've got
Steelhouse Festival, which is a American festival in Wales. And
back
the week after that in the Maryport.
Yeah, Maryport Blues up in Maryport, funny enough.
So the diary's filling in nice and nice and
definitely.
quickly.
It's getting there.
Now, do you feel, as a blues band, that you get pigeonholed very quickly?
I think we're very conscious of that. I guess it can work both ways, and at the moment, if we have any references made about us to other bands, I think we're only using that as a positive thing at the moment, you know. But I think the influences that we're all bringing to it vary so much that I would hope that we appeal to a wider audience.
No, I think there's too many kind of diverse influences within the band for it to ever just be a kind of, you know, woke up this morning and my baby was gone kind of blues band. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I think, like you said, you can get pigeonholed into that, and it's a little bit of a cul-de-sac to be pushed down on occasion. But you know, what's that?
We're doing that.
Yeah. It's our opener.
Yeah, I think for me, I've grown up with the 12-bar blues. It's kind of something that's instilled with you as a musician. That's the way you start learning, and then from that you build up and you start learning different ways and different riffs, different solos, different things to build up from that. But the way the blues is now is completely different to what you first get told about.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I grew up listening to kind of, you know, Eric Clapton playing with the Yardbirds and Blues Breakers, and I guess it still sounded incredibly fresh and great, but I guess in terms of what kind of blues it is, it's quite formulaic, kind of obvious 12-bar stuff, and again, it's fantastic, but I guess you've got to kind of evolve and go with the times a little bit, because otherwise you're just going to be kind of sounding a little bit dated, I guess.
Yeah. And it's, I suppose, if you feel that you might be feeling dated with the music because of the way the world now, it gets out everywhere, doesn't it? Because of social media. And
yeah, definitely. No,
but like I say, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just what's instilled with you from early on when you're listening to it. Classic blues. This is what it is. And I was talking to a band before, and they were saying that the blues they play, they get the groove first of all.
Yeah.
And I kind of looked at them and kind of went, well, the first thing I noticed when I used to be a musician was, no matter what you play, blues, if you can get someone's foot tapping, you're halfway there.
Yeah.
And I think no matter what style you play, that's the first thing. And then you've got them, and once you've got them, they can open the mind more around what's going on.
Yeah, definitely. No, we're very much a groove-based band. Like I said, it's a great starting point for any song, pretty much. And yeah, once you get your foot tapping, I think you kind of open up the soundscape a little bit from there, as opposed to kind of, you know, setting off with a kind of a destination in mind. So,
are you guys here for the evening, or you kind of after you finished, have you got to shoot back?
No, we're sticking around.
Stay
You're going to see what else is going on and enjoy the experience.
Yeah, definitely. Funnily enough, our drummer's actually playing on the prog stage, not the prog, the AOR, sorry. Literally just after we played with Graham Bonnet, so we'll probably shoot it straight over there and have a look at him playing as well. So we've got a packed evening ahead.
Yeah. Well, things must be going well for the diary to start filling up with everything.
Yeah.
So thanks for stopping by and talking to us. And hopefully at the end of the year we'll try and have a catch up and see how things have moved on for you.